Recently, I made a video on typical Instagram mistakes, and I will put a link in the description to this video. And today we'll talk about things I did not talk in that video, and namely, today we will talk about more like fundamental mistakes or mistakes of experienced businessmen and marketers, more fatal mistakes, I would say. It has to do with strategy and long run, thinking, long run approach. And also at the end of the video, I will talk about the new Instagram feature, which is really nice. And yeah, so if you're new to this channel, consider subscribing. I talk here about business and self-development, and you get a video every week. And now we dive into the topic itself. So the first really fundamental mistake is that people think that like number of subscribers or number of likes and comments are the only like metrics, or the most important metrics for somebody who is like working on Instagram or doing some business here. Well, actually, it's quite a wrong approach, and many of us make this mistake. Because actually, the only real metrics are being successful on Instagram in case of making a business here, and we are mostly talking about business, is if people want to actually buy your product, if you are actually making money, if people really want to engage with you, if they're asking you questions, if they want to get some information from you, if they are interested genuinely in you. So these are real metrics. Those things are important. And people who do these mistakes, they start to participate in some giveaways, and then they get a lot of followers. But those are not people who are interested in you or your product, and they are just hanging there in your account, but altogether the account doesn't look very lively. It's kind of dead because nothing is going on, no engagement. Or people buy subscribers, and doing things like participating in some like chats, and people are giving likes to each other without genuine interest in you, your account, what you're doing, and there's no result in this, And some think, okay, if my Instagram page looks like, okay, I have a lot of subscribers, I have a lot of engagement, at least this is how it looks like, but then people will trust me. But it's not true. Very often on such accounts you can feel that they're not real, they are not authentic, that something is wrong here. So people smell it and they don't trust you then. And so the sooner you are going to get rid of those not real followers, the better actually. So only the people who are genuinely interested in you and what you are doing should be your followers. And then your account will be successful. And of course, we are not talking about money only here, because first of all, you need to warm up your audience, you need to provide value, you need to give interesting content, so people can start liking you, people can start trusting you, and then maybe in the future they will buy something from you. As businessmen, and also here on Instagram, we have to learn to invest first. There is no return without investment. And on Instagram, we actually need to invest a lot before we get something. So this was the first very crucial, very fatal mistake that experienced marketers and businessmen make. And the second would be is that we sometimes outsource, some things which we have no clue about. Like we delegate some part of our work to people, and we don't really check if they're doing their job properly. Let me give you an example. If you let some other person make your account and you have no clue how it should go, yeah, then the person can do all the same mistakes I've described before, like participating in giveaways, so like chats and so on. Yeah, and then the social media specialist is coming to you and saying, "Look, I made so many followers on your Instagram. I attracted so much attention, so many likes and comments." And if you are not experienced in that, you will say, "Oh, great! Yeah, I will pay you more money so you go on doing it." But then, at the end, there is no return on this investment. So the best would be that first you learn to do it all yourself. You start your own account on Instagram and you do everything on your own. And then when you know how it works, yeah, then you can give some of your job, you can outsource, you can delegate. And it's related to any kind of business situation. In my case, I also made a website on my own, and if I will want to improve it, then I will talk to the specialist on the same language. I will speak the same language with that specialist in the way that I will know what I want exactly, yeah, and I will understand what he or she wants to offer. It's not like, okay, you need to pay this money and I will make a nice website. No, we can talk in details. And the same here. Yeah. I also started my account on my own. I started my YouTube channel on my own. And later, if I want to scale really big, if I want to outsource them, I will also be able to check if the work is done properly. So this is really some crucial mistake, and that some businessmen just want to pay and don't want to really know the work themselves before they give it to somebody else. And of course, there are some jobs you can outsource and don't do on your own, like maybe things like accounting, But when it comes to marketing, you as an entrepreneur, as a business person, you need to know it yourself also. This is not something you can avoid in your business, especially nowadays. The third really crucial mistake that one can see nowadays is that lack of personal branding on Instagram. And look, even if you are making a perfect account, it's very hard to get people's attention if there's no human on this account, present. Imagine you are going to follow some account and it's perfect, but you don't know who's behind it. Yeah. And then you imagine a similar account and the CEO of this company is showing on this account, talking and showing some part of his or her life and lifestyle in general, and his or her journey, his or her story, yeah. And then you start really to like this company because you like the person, like the CEO, or you like the person who's representing the company, who is talking on the account. And then later you start really trusting this person, the more you get to know the person. Maybe you don't, but you might, yeah. And then at some point you think, oh, this is a great guy or girl. I want to buy from them. Yeah, I prefer this company because I know who is behind and I trust those people and they're really cool and I like them. So, and also it's much easier to grab people's attention this way. Yeah? If you see just a lot of nice stuff, just description of the product, or even the page is perfect, but there's no like human you can relate to or connect to. You you don't feel like even sending a direct message because you're not sure who is going to get it. Personal branding is really important nowadays, just to stick out and get people's attention. So if you are not aware much about it, I have a separate video on how to build your personal brand. I'll put a link in the description below. Please check it out after you've watched this video. And I will also upload soon a video on building your personal brand by telling your story. There I go into detail why it is important to tell your story and how you do it in general. And the last crucial mistake is that people make a nice account and then they kind of let it work on its own. But with Instagram and with many other things in business in general, things are changing really fast. Instagram is changing really fast. Yeah, like today I will later on talk about this new feature. And you need to update all the time. It's really great that you are watching like videos like that because you really need to know how to use your account in the best way possible. And just like in business, you need to reinvest into your account. You need to improve your content. You need to use new features. You need to reinvest into advertisement in case you use it. You don't have to, but it's like you have some project you advertised and you got some result, you want to return, then you need to reinvest. The same here. Don't just make it good and then forget about it, let it run on your own. Oh, nice birds. Yeah, you have to constantly work on this. It's like business. It's like a long run marathon. And so keep yourself informed about new things coming. So those were 4 things, and the new feature I wanted to mention is called Reels, and some of you already know it because now it's being tested in a few countries. And it's basically similar to TikTok function, this possibility of making really interesting clips. The feature is being tested in Germany, France, India, and Brazil, and in August it should come to USA. And then later on it says that it will also come in 50 other countries, but we are not sure like which countries and when. And I hope it also comes to Russia, because this is where I'm from, and actually this is where I'm now located. This scenery behind me is, the Pacific Ocean, and this is the Asian part of Russia, Russian Far East, really southeast, very close to Korea and China, and Japan is also around. So we are in the middle of Asia here. And I hope this Reels feature is coming here also pretty soon. So I hope you really liked this video. Give this video a like and subscribe, and please watch one of my videos which are related to this topic on Instagram, or any other videos on business and self-development that you might benefit from. And I see you next Tuesday. Bye. And I think now I'm going to swim. Maybe next time when I do it, I will record it. But for that, we will need a better weather. Today is a little bit chilly, like a bit. There are too many clouds, but still I can see people swimming and enjoying it. And today in the morning I also took a swim. The temperature in the water is like plus 20, which is okay for this region. And yeah, I'm enjoying myself very much.